watching.
And that's the start.
And you're live. Right? So we need a bit of noodling.
A bit of noodling. Okay.
Noodling, if you wouldn't mind. Good evening, welcome back to Rosslyn Court. We've got a brilliant
brilliant singer-songwriter for you this evening, Helen North, who was here before, and we had such a good evening with the Kelletgut Shanty crew. It was an absolutely mad evening. There's 12 of them, and they're huge, which, you know, was quite difficult on this stage. But anyway, welcome. I hope you've had a good day. You've been enjoying various events in Not the Broadstairs Folk Festival, and maybe some of you were at in the park today and doing a bit of a session there. Hope you enjoyed it. The rain stayed off at least. Yeah. So normally, if you don't know Rosslyn Court, normally what we do here is we do concerts, we do live concerts, and we do workshops as well. Music workshops, dance workshops, voice workshops, all sorts of things like that. And today, the government have announced that places like this can have audiences, obviously socially isolated? Socially, no, that's what we all know, it's so sad. Socially distanced audiences. So what do you think about that? Could you, on the live chat, could you tell us, please, what you think about that? How do you feel about coming back into a space like Rosslyn Court? And we obviously won't be able to have 35 people anymore. I think we'll probably have, about 12. So it'll be a very intimate experience and quite different from before. But we'll be able to do live streaming as well, I hope. And that will make it financially viable with a bit of luck. But tell us what you think anyway. That would be good. Okay. The team tonight is Roger on live streaming, John on sound. Sandra is waiting to hear your comments and respond to them. And also, she's in charge of the raffle. And Chris is on focus pulling. I kid you not. The raffle this evening, oh my goodness, there's no room here. Helen, my fans are crowding me in. Helen has very kindly donated a CD to the raffle. So you could, if you comment on live chat, or if you donate to Helen through www.roslyncourt.com/donate, then you will be entered for the raffle. Hooray! The second prize, the most coveted prize, of course, is the emergency toilet roll, which could be winging to you if you win it, you lucky thing. Does there something? Yes, that's my... Okay. All right. Professionalism. What professionalism? That's my computer talking to me. Okay. Tonight's cake is chocolate and coffee again. It wasn't very popular last night, and nobody is going home till it's finished. Okay. So, John, that's a challenge to you. Okay. Tonight's floor singer is me again, and I'm going to do a bit of culture this evening. So I've got a bit of Tennyson for you. If you're into poetry, there used to be a rather successful poetry evening down at the Wastelands in the Albion Rooms once a month, and I'm sure they'll be doing that again fairly soon, so look out for that if you're into poems. All right? Okay. Sunset, an evening star, and one clear call to me, and may there be no moaning of the bar when I put out to sea. When I put impressive the way the light went out. After that, the dark.
Visual effects, everything.
Bright red? Okay. Am I still bright red? No. Okay. That's fair enough. Okay. So, we're going to move on to Helen North. Okay. So tell us, Helen, what is your association with the sea? Because I know you sing a lot of songs about the sea and about water and
I do
fluid
sing a lot
and-
of songs about the sea. My association with the sea is I'm a sailing instructor, so I've taught sailing for some years. And my husband and I used to run a sail training charity called the Morning Star Trust, which is still going strong now on the south coast, which takes young people out to sea. Wonderful charity. So, and I just love to be at the seaside,
Yeah.
enjoying the outdoors.
Brilliant. Brilliant. Okay. And do you you've got a CD?
I do.
How can people buy your CD when they hear how wonderful you are?
Well, if you want to buy my CD, then you can find me on my website, www.helennorth.com, and
Yeah.
that's the easiest way. I don't have great technology. You just have to email me and I'll send you one.
Brilliant. Okay. Thank you.
Lovely.
Okay, I'll hand over to you.
Thank you. That was beautiful, by the way. That song always makes me cry, so I had to hold it in there.
Wasn't that bad, was it?
No, it was lovely. It was lovely.
Thank you.
Well, I'm going to start firmly on the ground, on dry land, for this little beginning. And I'm going to start with a traditional song called the Bold Grenadier. And I love to sing this as a sort of warm-up. I've been playing quite a lot just out in the garden or while we were away camping. And it's a nice pastoral song. And like a good folk song, it starts one May morning. As I was a-walking one morning in May, I spied a young couple making of hay. One was a fair maid and her beauty shone clear. The other was a soldier, a bold grenadier. Good morning, said he. Where are you going, my pretty lady? I'm going a-walking by the clear crystal stream to see cool waters glide and hear nightingales sing. Oh soldier, will you marry me? Oh no, my sweet lady, that never can be. For I've got a wife at home in my own country. 2 wives in the army's too many for me. As I was a-walking one morning in May, I spied a young couple making of hay. One was a fair maid and her beauty shone clear, and the other was a soldier, a bold grenadier. Bold Grenadier. Thank you. We're going to stay pastoral for a little while. This is a song I wrote some years ago for a woodland festival that's held in Faversham, where lots of performers go and perform in the woodland, and all these different arts and crafts going on. And myself and my friend Georgie would wander about singing and playing to people. And I know with lockdown, a lot of us have been disappearing off on long walks. So if you're one of those people, take this as a little bit of a warning. It's called Changeling Wine. I sing it quite a lot with some young friends, and they call it the Scary Fairy Song. Deep in the woods where the mushrooms grow, the dancing lights move to and fro. hear the voices singing low down in the woodland green. Oh, what is it that makes a sound, tempting you to turn around? Nothing wholesome, I'll be bound, down in the woodland green. Lads and lasses, have a care, don't dare dance with the folk so fair. The fairy folk will keep you there, down in the woodland green. Deep in the woods where the shadows lie, neath the dark and starry sky, you may hear an eerie cry, down in the woodland green. Oh, come and dance these steps divine, come and taste our changeling wine. Come the morning you'll be mine, down in the woodland green. Oh, lads and lasses, have a care, don't dare dance with the folk so fair. The fairy folk will keep you there, down in the woodland green. Oh, deep in the wood where the willows weep, where the curling night mist creep, never lay you down to sleep, down in the woodland green. Oh, though you rest there but one day, fairy folk will have their play. You could awaken old and grey, down in the woodland green. Oh, lads and lasses, have a care, don't dare dance with the folk so fair. The fairy folk will keep you there, down in the woodland green. Oh, deep in the woods where the fair folk peer at the mortals gathered here, lending me your listening ear, down in the woodland green. Oh, what if this song was designed to enchant and trap your mind? What if I am fairy kind, down from the woodland green? Oh, lads and lasses, have a care, don't dare dance with the folk so fair. The fairy folk will keep you there, down in the woodland green. Oh, lads and lasses, have a care, don't dare dance with the folk so fair. The fairy folk will keep you there, down in the woodland green. Oh. The scary fairy song.
Can I make an intervention? If you're enjoying Helen's songs, which I know I am, remember that she has to eat and buy shoes for her 15 children and things like that. So
Wherever they are.
Please, yeah, wherever they are. Whoever, yeah. So please, can you donate? All the money that you donate this evening will go directly to Helen. We always give all the money to the performers. And it would be great if you could do that on www.roslyncourt.com/donate. Thank you very much. It's running along the bottom of your screen. There's no excuse. Although I know times are hard. If you can't donate, please make a comment. There's lots of people doing it. It's great. Thank you.
Lovely.
I'll shut up now.
No, super. Thank you. So we're going to head off to sea now, which is a place I love to go to. And I'm going to sing you a song that I wrote when I'm working on the big boats. Just occasionally when people don't know you, you go on board. And unfortunately, as a female member of the crew, you might get asked to go and make the tea, which I don't mind doing. I'm happy to make the tea occasionally, just not too often. So in revenge for being asked a little too often to make the tea, I wrote this song. And I sing it for all of you who would love to be running away to sea right now. I know many of you out there listening know this song, so sing along. Salty Sally sailor had a wandering notion to become a rover on the deep blue ocean. She's off to sea, boys. You can make the tea, boys. Oh, Salty Sally sailor, terror of the oceans. Oh, Salty Sally sailor, steal a ship for me. Salty Sally sailor shipped aboard a trader, but the men who plied her thought she was a waster. We'll run the ship, dear, you enjoy the trip, dear. Oh, Salty Sally sailor, terror of the oceans. Oh, Salty Sally sailor, steal a ship for me. Salty Sally sailor had another notion. She grabbed the crew ringleader and tipped him in the ocean. Just watch your feet, boys, I'm the one to beat, boys. Oh, Salty Sally sailor, terror of the oceans. Oh, Salty Sally sailor, steal a ship for me. Salty Sally sailor, now the captain's lover found him in the harbour, lying with another. It's plain to see, boys, he's no good for me, boys. Oh, Salty Sally sailor, terror of the oceans. Oh, Salty Sally sailor, steal a ship for me. Oh, Salty Sally sailor stole the captain's schooner. All the crew adored her, she should have nipped it sooner. Let's go to sea, boys, just you follow me, boys. Oh, Salty Sally sailor, terror of the oceans. Oh, Salty Sally sailor, steal a ship for me. Salty Sally sailor, now a pirate leader. Be sure to respect her, should you chance to meet her. She rules the sea, boys, take advice from me, boys. Just leave her be, boys. You can make the tea, boys. Oh, Salty Sally sailor, terror of the oceans. Oh, Salty Sally sailor, steal a ship, steal a ship, steal a ship for me.
You got loads of people singing along.
Oh,
on there.
marvellous.
Yeah.
Oh, excellent. Thank you very much. Dirty, oh, fabulous. He is a pirate.
Is he?
Yeah, he is one of the Sheppey pirates. Hello, Dick. Nice to know you're out there.
Well, there's two of the Kellett Guts as well.
Oh, it's lovely. Thank you.
Two of the 18.
Two of the, oh gosh, there's a lot of them, aren't there?
Yeah.
Well, here's another nautical one then for all you nautical types. This is a little bit of a warning in a way, really, because if you're in love with a nautical type, you have to be aware, particularly if it's a chap, that there may be another woman in their life in the form of a boat. So I wrote this song to explore that concept of the boat as mistress. And the song is called False Colours. Now, traditionally in these songs, the woman is left weeping on the shore. As I'm not that kind of woman, you'll see what happens in verse 4. My love loves a lady, tall, graceful and fair. No maiden can match her, nor mortal compare. And with her bright pleasures she's wanton and free, and I must compete with his ship sea. Sail homeward, my love, forsake her and see. She's flying false colours and does not love thee. Each day from my side to behold her he flies, such trinkets and treasures to dress her he buys. And though he returns to me each day, I dread she'll lure him forever to her cold ocean bed. Sail homeward, my love, forsake her and see. She's flying false colours and does not love thee. And all her wild sisters the harbour sides haunt, and beckon young sailors, come join them in jaunt. Upon the vast oceans their salt spells they weave, their wives wait lamenting, and lone widows grieve. Sail homeward, my love, forsake her and see. She's flying false colours and does not love thee. I'll take me a berth on a merchantman bold. I'll venture the earth in his strong oaken hold. Then my love his fancy shall soon set aside, and seek my return with each turn of the tide. Sail homeward, my love, forsake her and see. She's flying false colours and does not love thee. My love loves a lady, tall, graceful and fair. No maiden can match her, nor mortal compare. And with her bright pleasures she's wanton and free, and I must compete with his ship of the sea. Sail homeward, my love, for one day you'll see she's flying false colours and loves thee not like me. Thank you. Whew. It's quite warm in here tonight. I'm very glad it wasn't last night, though. I think it would have been boiling. And so far, the thunder has held off, so no lighting effects yet.
We need the rain.
We need the rain. So that's one song about people wandering off to sea. And there's a great tradition, I think, in folk music of people running off. And a song I liked to sing a lot when I was a kid was the Raggle Gypsies. She's off with the Raggle Gypsies. I used to go and camp in my own back garden when I was a little kid. I think I always had a desire to run away and be outdoors and be out at sea. But I often wondered why the woman in the Raggle Gypsy song did it, because she seemed to have lots of fine and wonderful things, and a lord who obviously loved her enough to go and hunt her down, but she obviously had her reasons, so I speculated on that and came up with this theory. Well, the tales are told of the gallant knights of old and the medieval maidens that they wed. Ah, but none do tell of the sweaty metal smell, nor the double-handed axe they bring to bed. With a hey-ho nonny, nonny, hey ho, nonny, nonny, medieval marriage drives me mad. When I caught his glance, tied my favour to his lance, he said, "Prithee, maid, come join me in the wood." But the day was wet, and before we were well met, he had rusted in his armour where he stood. Oh, with a hey-ho, nonny, nonny, hey-ho, nonny, nonny, medieval marriage drives me mad. On the night we wed, as he carried me to bed, with the serving maids and chamberlain in tow, well, I thought they'd leave, but I very soon perceived they paid a groat apiece to watch the show. Oh, with a hey-ho, nonny, nonny, hey-ho, nonny, nonny, medieval marriage drives me mad. Now I've fled the keep, in the countryside I sleep, with the raggle-taggle proletariat. Though my lord may pine, he can keep his castle fine. It's the peasantry know where the party's at. Oh, with a hey-ho, nonny, nonny, hey-ho, nonny, nonny, medieval marriage drives me mad. With a hey-ho, nonny, nonny, hey-ho, nonny, nonny, medieval marriage drives me mad. There you are. The little-known facts behind the song. Well, I was looking at my set list when I got to this point, and I thought I've had a few digs at the fellas, haven't I? Which isn't right, really, because I do love them. And I particularly love one, my beloved husband, Ted. Hello, Ted, if you're watching. And I wrote this love song for him many years ago. It's called Shifting Sands, and it's the title of my first album, which I think I've got 2 copies left of, if anyone wants one. So this is a song in honour of Ted and all the beautiful men out there. I see you walking down the street, the shifting sand beneath your feet, the rolling breakers of your stride, the thundercloud that is your pride. You've something ventured, something gained, something left wild and untamed. I know it takes a different man to walk upon the shifting sand. I would blow my plans to take your hands and walk with you upon the shifting sands. Yes, I would blow my plans to take your hands and walk with you upon the shifting sands. I came a different way to you. Had dreams that failed and some that flew. I've held an old love out to dry when thunder threatened in my sky. I've touched success in many ways and built a rainbow through the praise. But through all this security, your shifting sand keeps calling me, and I would blow my plans to take your hands and walk with you upon the shifting sands. Yes, I would blow my plans to take your hands and walk with you upon the shifting sands. I see you walking down the street, the shifting sand beneath your feet, the the rolling breakers of your stride, the thundercloud that is your pride. You've something ventured, something gained, something left wild and untamed. I know it takes a different man to walk upon the shifting sand, and I would blow my plans to take your hands and walk with you upon the shifting sands. Yes, I would blow my plans to take your hands and walk with you upon the shifting sands. Well, Ted, my husband, and I have been very lucky to, as Morag said earlier, to have worked, we've worked together for most of our marriage, all 28 years of it. He'll remember how many years, I'm always dreadful. And we've been lucky enough to work in what we love, which is outdoor adventure sport and sailing. As I said, we ran the Morning Star Trust together. We always used to joke that Ted was the man in charge and I was the woman who knew what was going on. I don't think that's necessarily true, but that's what we'd say. But we did occasionally get to go on the boat. And there was one very memorable experience where we had to deliver the boat around Portland Bill. So we called up a few mates and we had a wonderful skipper, Steve, and off we went round the Portland Race, which if you've ever sailed is a very lumpy bit of water. And I stood on deck hanging on to one of the shrouds. This stall creaks, by the way. It gives great sound effects if I lean on it. Stood on deck, trying very, very hard not to be sick, I have to say. Many of the crew had gone green, prayed over the side briefly, and then disappeared below. So this song came out of that experience. And it's generically known as the Rolling Heaving Sea, although it's actually called the Midshipman's Boast. And I've been very honoured that other musicians...
Does it require a bucket?
Does it? Well, not the song, hopefully, but sailing around Portland Bill does. Yeah. I've been very honoured that it's been taken up by Mick Ryan and Paul Downs, and they've been singing it, and so have some other splendid shanty bands, so I'm very grateful for that. I seem to have an off-the-shoulder top tonight. It wasn't the planned look. So I'm going to sing it for you now, The Rolling Heaving Sea, or The Midshipman's Boast. Stowed away when I was 10, oh, the rolling heaving sea. One young soul and 50 men, oh, the rolling seas, oh, the rolling heaving sea. In a brisk and chasing wind drives a strong man to his knees. Oh, Lord, heave, oh, the rolling seas, oh. As the storms came on to blow, oh, the rolling heaving sea, all the crew lay sick below, oh, the rolling seas, oh, the rolling heaving sea. In a brisk and chasing wind drives a strong man to his knees. Oh, Lord, heave, oh, the rolling seas, oh. So I sailed that ship alone, oh, the rolling heaving sea. Single-handed brought her home, oh, the rolling seas, oh, the rolling heaving sea. In a brisk and chasing wind All oh, heave oh, all the rolling seas oh. If you have no legs for sea, or the rolling heaving sea, stay home, Jack, don't ship with me. Oh, the rolling seas, oh, the rolling heaving sea, in a brisk and chasing wind, drives a strong man to his knees. Oh, heave, oh, and heave, oh, and heave, oh, all the rolling seas, oh. I'm just going to have a little wiggle. Oh, little stretch. That's better. Oh, I can put the guitar down for a moment. So working on board boats and being a singer, obviously the two meet very beautifully with sea shanties. And I know and sing and love sea shanties. And I was inspired to write a shanty, which I didn't mind doing because I am a sailor, so I think I have a right to write a shanty. But this was actually inspired by a young shanty singer. And normally this week we would have been at Broadstairs Festival. And they have a wonderful event where you all go to the end of the pier and sing shanties with a lot of robust, bearded chaps who roar out these shanties like they should be sung, and some fabulous, deep-voiced women who roar along with them. And in among this group, there was a smooth-cheeked young man. But I have to say, he sang fabulously and was the inspiration for this song. I don't know who he is to this day. But he was the inspiration for this, and this is The Youngest Shanty Man. I'm just going to get my note. It could all go horribly wrong. He was the youngest shantyman, he never set to sail. We found him in the taproom, boys, a-singing for his ale. Away, John, away, come earn an honest fee, singing songs for sailors as we're toiling on the sea. His cheek was white as wind-blown foam, he'd neither height nor brawn, yet he could roar a shanty like he'd battled round the Horn. Away, John, away, come earn an honest fee, singing songs for sailors as we're toiling on the sea. Well, here's your canvas jacket, lad, and here's your hammock neat, and here's your great big sea boots done to stamp and hold the beat. Away, John, away, come earn an honest fee, singing songs for sailors as we're toiling on the sea. Well, when at first he came aboard, he couldn't hand a steer, but how he charmed the capstan round was music to your ear. Away, John, away, come earn an honest fee, singing songs for sailors as we're toiling on the sea. He couldn't climb the ratlins, boys, to hand a flogging sail, but you could hear him singing clear atop a ringing gale. Away, John, away, come earn an honest fee, singing songs for sailors as we're toiling on the sea. The mermaids and the fishes, they would gather all around to hear our John sweet singing and to marvel at the sound. Away, John, away, come earn an honest fee, singing songs for sailors as we're toiling on the sea. And when the barkie misbehaved, all hands to braces ran, I swear 'twas John sweet singing brought her head back round again. Away, John, away, come earn an honest fee, singing songs for sailors as we're toiling on the sea. His cheek it has grown ruddy now, but still his voice runs clear. But now each time he comes ashore, he sings for grog, not beer. Away, John, away, come earn an honest fee, singing songs for sailors as we're toiling on the sea. So raise a glass to shanty men who sail the seven seas, but here's is a cheer for Johnny boy. He'll sing 'em to their knees. Away, John, away, come earn an honest fee. Singing songs for sailors as we're toiling on the sea. Oh, lovely. Where have we got to? Oh, we've got a little bit of time left. It's very good. As I said, I've been lucky enough to work in what I love for many years. They say you never do a day's work in your life if you do that. I'm not sure that's entirely true, but it's certainly been very enjoyable. I did work many years ago for quite a large company. It was a leisure company, but I did meet quite a lot of people back then who were quite driven. They were quite driven to make money. They were quite driven to achieve standing. And this is a song that I started writing way back, but I only completed it really about, well, really earlier this year, I started singing it. And it's a song called Motion Sickness. Watched you climbing up the walls today. Heard you laughing. It's the only way to reach the place you set your heart upon. Did I join you for a little while? Held my hands out to that golden line. But I come at your pace. You're catching motion sickness. You keep dancing all the moves you learn for holding life at bay. Come what may, you can't hide emotion sickness. Won't you press the pause and just be still and know that you are loved? Watched you struggle with the rules today. There's no boundaries in these games you play. They've sold the place you set your heart upon. Do you doubt me in the golden mile? Run without me, I can wait a while. Call me when you're falling down. With motion sickness you keep dancing all the moves you learn for holding life at bay. Come what may, you can't hide emotion sickness. Won't you press the pause and just be still and know that you are loved? Watched you climbing up the walls today. Heard you laughing. It's the only way to reach the place you set your heart upon. Do you doubt me in the golden mile? Run without me, I can wait a while. Call me when you're falling down. With motion sickness you keep dancing all the moves you love for holding life at bay. Come what may, you can't hide emotion sickness. Won't you press the pause and just be still? Know that you are loved. Know that you are loved. Motion sickness. It's the emotional one now, Morag. So get your tissues out. This This song my husband calls the Kleenex song. I do apologise if it makes you cry. I think it's quite a happy song myself, but there you go. It's a song I wrote, actually it's not entirely that. It's a song I wrote a couple of years ago. Again, at Broadstairs Folk Week, we have a little show that I do with Sally Ironmonger and Brian and Lynn Harold and Pat Turner, and it's called Girl Talk. We let Brian in as a concession, but it's called Girl Talk, and it's songs by women for women. And I wrote this song for that show. It's called Hold On To You. I wanted to look into the different stages, if you like, of womanhood. And I think it's something that happens particularly to women, though not just to women, is that they get pulled in all directions by all the things of life, keeping the family together, keeping work together, keeping themselves together. So that's sort of what this song is a little bit about. And I dedicate it to my 3 goddaughters. I don't have granddaughters, so I dedicate it to Charlotte and Pixie and Emmeline. Hold On To You. Granddaughter, granddaughter, come sit on my knee. You're as merry and bold as a young girl can be. Oh, you're dappled in laughter, you're dancing in grace, secure in the truth that has set you in place. But soon they'll be learning, soon there'll be rules, there'll be wisdom from wise ones and lessons from fools, and they'll set up their hoops just to watch you jump through. So in all of your learning, love, hold on to you. Hold on to you. Keep a hold of the child and the truth that she knew. When they set up their hoops just to watch you jump through. In all of your learning, love, hold on to you. Granddaughter, granddaughter, come walk by my side. You're a fine woman grown, full of passion and pride, and you look at the world from the safety of home, and you're longing to take it and make it your own. But soon they'll be calling you into the race, with its headlines and deadlines and proving your place. Then you'll reach their glass ceilings and smash your way through. But in all of your striving, love, hold on to you. Hold on to you. Keep a hold of the child and the truth that she knew. When you reach their glass ceilings and smash your way through, in all of your striving, love, hold on to you. Granddaughter, granddaughter, come stand by my chair, with your confident smile and your colourful flair. I see others are drawn to your bright burning flame, and there's one now that loves you and you love the same. But soon there'll be family stretched out in long lines of in-laws and outlaws, all wanting your time. Then they'll ask for your love and you'll pour out anew. But in all of your giving, love, hold on to you. Hold on to you. Keep a hold of the child and the truth that she knew. When they ask for your love and you pour out anew, in all of your giving, love, hold on to you. cheek, for my eyes are grown weary, my voice is grown weak, and the strength of your hand, it's a comfort to hold. But while you have grown stronger, love, I have grown old, and soon I'll be leaving, soon there'll be tears, and soon you must lead them alone through the years. Then they'll ask for your wisdom and words that are true, but I know you'll be strong when they hold on to you. Hold on to you. Keep hold of the child and the truth that she knew. When they ask for your wisdom and words that are true, I know you'll be strong when they hold on to you. For you're dappled in laughter, you're dancing in grace, secure in the truth that has set you in place.
You've got Sally Ironmonger in tears.
Oh, have I? I'm sorry, Sally. Oh. How much time have I got? About 2 more songs?
Probably do
2
2.
more. Okay, lovely.
Oh, at least.
Oh, people have got their dinners to go to. Have you? All right, eh? I think it's time to do this one then. This is for any of my church friends that are watching. I thought I'd throw in a hymn just for you. We're all getting a little bit older. Do join in the room if you know. This is 3 or 4 people here doing the sound and the recording. This is my hymn to the lost. Each morning when at dawn I rise, before my labours start, I lift my thoughts up to the skies, and joyful is my heart. But then I contemplate the lost and sink into despair. Then with my brethren gathered round, I lift my daily prayer. Oh, where are my keys? Oh, where are my keys? I had them in my hand right there. Now I can't find them anywhere. With rising panic and frustration falling to my knees, I lift my hands in supplication. Lord, where are my keys? And when my daily labour's done, I joyfully depart to seek the bounty of the Lord with Tesco's trolley cart. But soon you'll find me on my knees, my harvest on the floor. I'm searching past the frozen peas beside my locked car door. For where are my keys? Oh, where are my keys? I had them in my hand right there. Now I can't find them anywhere. With rising panic and frustration falling to my knees, I lift my hands in supplication. Lord, where are my keys? And when this daily toil is done, I'll no, I won't. And when my earthly time is done, in heaven I'll take my ease. Propelled untimely thence, I fear, through stress of losing keys, St. Peter at the pearly gates will greet me with a grin, then pat his pockets one by one and say, I'd let you in. But where are my keys? Oh, where are my keys? I had them in my hand right there. Now I can't find them anywhere. with rising panic and frustration falling to my knees. I lift my hands in supplication. Lord, where are my keys? Good people gathered in this place, both sinful and devout, let's lift our voices to the cause that none might be locked out. When you, like me, seek for your key as for the Holy Grail, just lift this verse triumphantly to guide you to your Yale. Sing, where are my keys? Oh, where are my keys? I had them in my hands right there. Now I can't find them anywhere. With rising panic and frustration falling to my knees, I lift my hands in supplication. Lord, where are my keys? I dedicate that to my sister, who's always telling me off for losing my keys. She was right. I'm going to finish with this song, which is a song I wrote for another of my goddaughters, well, my little goddaughter Emmeline, who is not yet 2. And she was born into a family which has some very strong women in it, hence her name. She's named after Emmeline Pankhurst. And I wanted to write her a song that lived up to her name and that expressed in the verses something of what I feel is worth standing up for in life. So we have Emmeline Pankhurst, we have Rosa Parks, who of course stood up for black rights, and we have Harvey Milk, who was a gay man in America who was murdered for standing up for gay rights. But actually I think the important part of the song, as well as that, really is the chorus. And if you agree with me, do join in. Oh, sorry, that's very buzzy. My name is Emmeline, proudly I stand, chained to the railings, pamphlet in hand. It makes you uncomfortable, I understand, but I'll fight for my right to shape change in my land. And I'll call it a day when there's nothing to say, everyone's equal in every way. Until that day comes, I'll stand right in your way. Till you see the sense of fair play, and that's when I'll call it a day. My name is Rosa, I choose not to stand. I'll sit here beside you, a move that you banned. It makes you uncomfortable, just understand there's no privileged places in this our shared land. And I'll call it a day when there's nothing to say, when everyone's equal in every way. Until that day comes, I'll stand right in your way, till you see the sense of fair play, and that's when I'll call it a day. Well, my name is Harvey, with my love I stand, though you spit in my face just for holding his hand. Makes you uncomfortable, please please understand, you can't legislate love in a true promised land. And I'll call it a day when there's nothing to say, when everyone's equal in every way. And until that day comes, I'll stand right in your way, till you see the sense of fair play. And that's when I'll call it a day. Well, I'm just a song maker taking the stand to sing of a few who grew change in the land. Some feel uncomfortable, they understand that the more who sing with me, the stronger the band. And we'll call it a day when there's nothing to say, when everyone's equal in every way. And until that day comes, we'll stand right in their way, till they see the sense of fair play. And that's when I'll call it a day. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for having me here at Rosslyn Court. It's been wonderful. Thank you, Maureen. It's been really enjoyable to sing with you tonight.
Thank you.
We have a plastic screen here. I think it's to stop them throwing things, but it's been marvellous. What a great setup you've managed to make. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. That was just great. I was singing along. We were singing along here. Okay, it's come to that time. I mean, this has all been very well, but really it's come to the important bit. So, for this CD, everybody who's donated and everybody who's contributed has gone into here. Okay.
Lovely. Oh. Sophie Mellis. There we go.
Okay.
Thank you, Sophie.
Where does Sophie live?
I believe she lives in Hertfordshire still.
Okay,
if I'm not
Sophie,
mistaken.
could you message me your address and I'll send it to you?
Right.
And now, for the emergency loo roll,
Oh, very important.
please let it be somebody local.
Are we running out of loo roll locally? From Roger Jones.
Roger Jones.
Roger Jones. Roger Jones.
Roger
Where are you,
Jones,
Roger?
could you message me your your address, please, and I will post this to you. Great. Okay. So let's have another round of applause to say thank you so much to Helen North, because you have been brilliant.
Thank you.
You have generated a huge conversation throughout this.
Lovely.
People have been talking about the songs.
Great.
There was a debate at some point about the benefits of toilet roll.
Marvellous.
Sharing toilet roll and Brian and cross-dressing.
Oh, well, he does do that.
He
We've
does,
seen that.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. So, yeah, it's been a really good evening. It's been lovely.
Thank you very much.
And we will be doing this again next Wednesday, if you would like to join us. We've got David Sanger and Mark Eden coming, who do blues, and they're really good. So if you'd like to join us then, that would be lovely. And you could come in person, actually. How do you feel about that? Yeah, you could come and watch them. Interesting. We'll find a way of selling tickets, a limited number of tickets. And then we have nobody then booked until September the 23rd, when we have Lunar Tractors, who are just marvellous, you know, our local marvellous band. So we'll think about who we can get between now and then, and keep watching Facebook to see. And thank you very much for your donations. You have been incredibly generous this evening. Thank you very much for your chat and for watching. And we will see you soon. Thank you very much. Good night.
Good night.